to week 4 Leave It. The Leave It we're going to do today is a different exercise than last time. Last time we were leaving a treat in our hand, starting with a closed hand and then an open hand. And then when you're able to put it out there and they're leaving it alone, we're saying, leave it, yes, take it. And the whole point of that is to teach them what that word means. So if you don't get to this step and you're not able to say leave it yet, they're not learning what the word means. So I want you to keep doing that one. Even if you're working on this new exercise, keep doing the exercise from last week as well. They're both very valuable, okay? So this week's Leave It is going to be a little bit harder for some dogs, easier for some. I'm going to have a large kind of flat treat that I'm going to drop on the ground, and I'm going to cover it with my foot. Most of your dogs are going to be trying to get that treat with their mouth or pawing at it or scratching and walking around it and around it. When they choose to leave it by looking up or backing up, or maybe they might sit or lay down, whatever they do that is leaving it, we're going to say yes, and we're going to treat from the other hand. So we're not giving them the flat treat. And I say flat because it's easy to step on without it getting stuck to your shoe or rolling across. So something kind of flat, like a larger biscuit or a jerky kind of treat works great for this. I'm going to throw it, step on it. When her nose comes up, I'm going to yes and treat from the other hand, because we're pretending that this is something dangerous, like a pill or a thumbtack, that I don't want her to get, okay? And again, she's not going to go after it very much because she kind of knows this, but you may be waiting for a while before your dog's nose comes up. You'll notice that when I drop this one, I put my treat hand behind my back, my other treat that I'm going to give her, because if you drop this one and you're holding your treat right here, they're just going to leave the one on the ground because they see one in your hand. So we don't want to be doing that. So I'm going to do a few reps of this and just take a look. All right, so here we are. I'm going to show her the treat, get her kind of excited about it, and toss it and cover it. Yes. So she immediately backed away and looked up at me. Again, this is because she knows it, but typically you'll be waiting, maybe even a whole minute or so, for your dog to realize that pawing at it gets them nothing. Yes. So again, typically they'd be scratch, scratch, paw, paw, and they'd finally look up and you'd say, yes. We are not expecting them to look at you. That's great if they do. She is, because she's older and has had a lot of practice. But most of the time they're not going to do that. A lot of them are also very fast and will try to get the treat before you put your foot on it. So I want you to not, what I want you to do is try to be quick as much as you can, but like with her, I'm luring her over to one side and then tossing it to the other side, yes, which allows me time to get my foot on it before she can get it, okay? I'm trying not to hold her back from it. I want her to make the choice to back away or look away. Yes. So essentially, this is the same thing as the closed hand. When she backs away from the covered treat, she gets another treat. Again, not from there, but from my hand. Okay, so once they're pretty quick at that, which she already is, we're going to be doing the one that was like the open hand, where we start it open. We covered if they go for it, and if they back away again, we open. And when they can stay back with the open hand, they get a treat. It's going to be like that, but again on the ground. So I'm going to toss it. If she goes for it, I'll cover it. If she backs away, I'll uncover it. I'll wait till she sees that it is uncovered, and if she stays back, she gets a treat. If she goes for it, we're covering and uncovering as many times as I need to. She hasn't done this in a while, so let's see what she does. So I'm going to toss it, cover, uncover. Yes, good. So I had my treat in front of me, which I shouldn't have done. I wonder if you guys caught that. So let's try again. Toss, cover, uncover. If she moves forward, I cover it, but I want her to see that, yes, so she saw that it was there. She stayed back anyway. That's what I'm looking for. Excited about this. So I've got the treats I'm going to give her in the big piece, luring her one way, dropping it, whoop, covering it. Yes. And that's going to happen too, where you accidentally kind of pull them away. That's all right. It's part of it, part of learning. Yes. So she looked at it, stayed back. Yes, she did again. Good job. But more or less, you're going to pick it up and throw it every time. because I want them to get the reps in of seeing that fall and leaving it anyway. Okay, got a couple more. Kirsty. Yes, good job. Super job. Like that. Yes, good job. Kirsty. Yes, good job. So you see when she started to move toward, I just covered it. As soon as she backed up, I uncovered it. I waited for her to see that it was uncovered, and she saw and looked back at me and got the treat. Again, we're not expecting your dogs, especially the young pups, to really look at your eyes, but to just leave it in general at all. So that's the second step. The first one being I cover it, she backs away, she gets a treat. The second part was I throw it, she goes for it, I cover it, she backs away, I uncover it, she stays there, she gets a treat. So now the last part is adding the word leave it. How do we know when we're ready to do that? We're going to add the word leave it when I can throw it and she makes no attempt to move forward. So essentially when she is leaving it from the first moment. Okay? So I'm going to do a couple more like I just did and see if I can add that word. If I add the word leave it and she's not leaving it, I want to take that word away. That just means it was too soon. Yes! Great. So if she does that again, I'm going to start adding that word. Kirsty. Yes! Good. Okay, I'm going to try the leave it this time. Kirsty. Woo. Leave it. Yes! Good job. Good. Hey. Leave it. Yes. Good job. Leave it. Yeah, that was sweet. So that is what we're looking for there. So let's say I did 5 or 6 leave it's in a row. And on the 5th one and the 6th one, I said leave it, but she kept trying to get it. I need to take that word away. It's just too soon. And that's okay. Don't rush it with this one. It may take you a week to get to where you can say leave it, and that every time you throw it, they're not making any attempt to get it. Just take your time with it.